Oh, hi friends. Changed a few things. Moved the position of the light bar so that it's a bit more, it's not directly underneath me, so you'll actually be able to see like my eyes, not just the reflection off my glasses when we play light up games. Moved the position of the light bar so that it's a bit more. Stop talking to me and hide. So be able to see. Hey, hide video preview. Silly thing. All right. What else we got? So molecular swords. Hey, Zach. Molecular swords added a few features that I pulled in, so we're gonna find out tonight if they work. What did he add? Where's our pull requests? Two closed. He added the raffle command. Let's see if this works. Nope, it broke. Okay, so raffle does not work. True is not defined. Oh, I can fix that real quick. Alright. Does that not work? Really? You're just gonna die altogether, Spiffbot? What a bum. Doesn't even fix himself or anything. Alright, so let's try raffle now. Oh, cool, it just tells me. It doesn't... Did he want it to say to, the thing? I feel like raffle should only really exist as a... Yeah, admin command, okay. I feel like he wants that to go out to IRC, though. IRC message. Let's just replace that with that. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. So let's try this again. We're gonna... So raffle is a new command that Molecular Swords added. Any of you guys, if you want to add code to this, in addition to just adding ideas, you can. So it checks things, and cool. So it picked Dang Kevin. Is Dang Kevin even in here? He is. What's up, Dang Kevin? Sorry, you didn't win anything. I'm not... This is a function that Molecular Swords added. So that's cool. Alright. Yeah, we're over our time. I want to make sure that... So he added two features. He added raffle, and he added the automatically print the intro message upon auto opt-in. So, in order for me to test that, I'm going to have to... The reason I'm doing this is I don't want Spiffbot to break in the middle of us playing. Hey, cheat me. So, I just want to get this done real quick before we get going. I guess I can turn off the countdown and the starting in. Alright. So this will just take me another 5 minutes. How you guys doing, by the way? Anything fun and interesting happen to you buddies? Spiffy. Search. Username. Spiffy64. Go. There he is. Alright, so I'm going to delete Spiffy64. And then I'm going to log in as Twitch So I had a pretty. I had both a good and bad day today. Can't really talk about why it was bad, but the good part of it, 64, was So when I I don't want to sign up. I want to sign in. So, oh, that sucks. The good part of my day today was when I first decided to want to go into dev. I'm not doing this right. There were two people in my company that I sort of look up to and wanted to emulate. And one of them I impressed today. I did something that he was very happy with, and I'm not sure if he knew was possible, and it's going to make both of our lives easier in working with the stuff that we're going to be working with. So that made me super duper happy today and really proud to be a nerd. It's probably one of my best, without making me sound like a pompous jerk or anything, it's probably one of my best features is the fact that I love positive reinforcement, like more than anything else, like more than a raise, more than giving me a nice parking space or a new computer or whatever, like the stuff that most people want out of a job. I don't really care as much about, but having employees, fellow employees, people that I consider good at their jobs and look up to, and my bosses, having them like go out of their way to appreciate what I do, that just it gets me right in the things. Okay, so Spiffbot. Let's do another raffle. This is just a test, by the way. Wait, it keeps picking dang Kevin. Raffle. Users. Oh, it's only picking between dang Kevin and Cheat Me, that's why. You win! You win all this stuff! Here, let's just keep doing it to make sure that it should eventually pick Cheat Me. There we go, cool. Alright, so, it sees you guys. Now, I'm going to say something in chat, and hopefully Spiffbot responds with the intro thing. What Molecular Swords added is, if there's a new user, we don't want to spam them if they just want to lurk, but if they say something in chat, like this, there's a delay? Hey, come on, man. Is it not auto-opting me in? Test. Oh, it says auto-opting Spiffy64 in. Wait. Auto-opt-in. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. I think he added it to the wrong part. Intro. Or wait, maybe I just didn't put that feature in yet. Hold on a second. Hold on a dang second. Eight seconds. That's not bad. That's pretty good, actually, for Twitch. I've seen like 20 and 30-second delays, you know? Okay, so I'm going to sync any new changes. Now I'm going to replace the things with the stuff. GitHub, SpiffBot, TwitchBot, Nerd Stuff, Twitch, Blam, there, replace, thingy, yes, raffle, so we want this to be isc.message, and we need that to be true. And then the other thing he added was intro. Maybe it's check. Okay, auto opt-in. There it is. Okay, so that should work. Alright, last thing. Reload. Now I need to remove Spiffy64 again. And then we just need to say, oh hi. Oh hi there. There we go. Nice. And hopefully won't do it a second time. Perfect. And let's make sure that raffle still works. Cheat me's the winner. All right, let's get this show on the road. All right, so blam. All right, so let's exit the menu. Start the game over from scratch. Oh yeah, so much fun. So, tonight, is it just game? Yeah. God of War, Ghost of Sparta. Oh, it's loud. So, we got that. We got our bassity bass. Alright. Let's do stuff. What options we got here? Yeah, how funny is that, cheat me, right? We totally have to have her do that again. Oh man, that was too much. Just far too much. Why is it so low? Hold on, my microphone stand got all lazy. Yeah, looks good. Alright. So I think this is a button mashy game, so I think normal is going to be fine.
Had taken his place amongst the Olympians.
I haven't played any of these games, so I don't know any of the story.
The bloodshed, the relentless
Also, if the
battles
graphics looks
finally
terrible,
over.
that's because this is a PSP game.
Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still haunted him.
Kratos, help me. Yeah, and any of you guys who are new and want to watch something hilarious, you should check this video out.
For with the gods, nothing was ever.
Oh, Arcady, that sucks. Can you watch other people, or is it just my stream?
The vision of his past set
It's really
Kratos
strange
in
that you
search of
can...
answers.
You're able to stream.
Answers
Like, I've never had an
that
issue
lay
with
in the
watching you
temple
and buffering.
deep within the city of Atlantis.
It's all good, man.
This is not a wise course of action, Kratos. It was a dream, nothing more.
The visions still haunt me, I think.
Dude is pissed.
Promise to take away. But this vision, I can change.
Perhaps it
Anger
is a vision
Man.
best left unchanged. There is more to this than you know.
Have you guys played any God of War games? Because I have played 0. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. I had everything working perfectly, and I just remembered that CPU-intensive things can get really terrible when you're also streaming at the same time. So let me take a look at my settings real quick. Broadcast, encoding, video, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all fine. Sequential. Yeah, I've played a tiny bit of. I think I played the very first couple seconds of this game or another game. I don't remember. So let's turn on rendering resolution. Let's put it to 2. Okay, so maybe that'll help. And in the beginning, at least, I'm going to turn on the FPS counter just so we can see how terrible the game is doing. That seems alright. Ow. 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 Holy schmoly. I'm just mashing buttons. I have no idea what any of these do. Block. Ow. I should have seen that coming. Ow. I should have seen that coming too. Alright. This is PSP. Or at least what I'm playing it on is PSP. Okay. Bam! Hypercharge. Hold L and press thingy. Okay. Why won't it let me get up? Ow. Yeah. Let's get these boxes open. All these goodies all over here. Let's Plays love this part. Oops. Well, this is a Let's Play, and I have no idea what's about to come up here, so hopefully it's gonna be cool. Goodies from me. Bam! Well, that's a big thing. Jump. Oh, you've seen Let's Plays. Evade. Use... What button is that? There is no button. It just... I don't know what button that is. Oh, use your... That's the stick. Okay. Now. Isn't L and R this? Okay, it was. You gonna attack me? I don't know how to do it in evade. Oh, I guess it does it automatically. No! Oh! Oh! Oh, shit. I'm mashing so many buttons. Can I just jump over this? Oh, that feels like a really... I can't hit that dude. Oh! To initiate the minigame when it appears above the body's head. Okay. Do the minigame. What am I doing? That wasn't a minigame. I didn't do anything. It's over, man. It's over. It seems like the frame rate's doing okay. Let me turn off the this thingamajig. Blam. That's a big dude. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Oh. Can I not get up here? Oop. That hurt. Ow. That hurt too. Alright, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't put my... No, that's fine. Ow! 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 How do I do a dodge? Like this or this? I don't think that's actually dodging for me. Ow! Alright, I'm getting screwed over here. Ow. Ow, I dodged right into it. Ooh! Blocked it, kinda. Where am I going? I can't get up there. And how's he hitting me through that wall? Well, this isn't going very well. I don't understand. I'm just gonna die here. Can't go over here. Can't go over there. And just kill me. I don't get it. Do I have to block? Oh, can't block that. I don't get it. Can I go this way? Ow. Oh, I just hit him. I see. Can I not dodge that? Oh! He didn't like that. Ow. I suck at this pattern. Oh. I still don't understand how to dodge. Alright, let's take a save state right here. Oh, good. Part 2. Whoa! How? What am I supposed to do against that? Okay. No. Hail, hail! Save. Oh. Whoa, no. Spiders! No. I'm playing it on normal. Ow! Really? Not close enough. I don't want this game to last forever. Press X to jump. Yeah, I knew that from the... I've played video games. You kidding me? Press zero actively. Do it rapidly. Okay. Ooh, in the face. Oop. Damn it. Alright, let's reload that save state right there. Really? Oh. Son of a bitch. Ow. That's the save state right here. Guys, we will eventually beat this game. I just didn't understand... I still don't fully understand how to do dodges. So these are quick time events. Go away. Really? Okay. Okay, now he grabs it. Diddle-da-da. I got an eyeball. Okay. Those aren't goodies? That totally looks like goodies. It's Goody jip right there. Whee! Swimming. Okay. I'll swim. Do I have unlimited? I am holding. Alright. Come on, video game. Video game, come on. Whoa. Okay, this is a save. Save completed. God of Spiff. Spiff of God. Hey monster. Don't you attack me until I'm ready. Big eyes. Ow. What? This is very Batman-esque with its fighting style, which I like. Mash the buttons, do it at the right people. How do I break this? Oh, that's how you do it. So this doesn't do anything, and I keep trying to change the camera around with it, and I can't. Uh-oh. That looks like a big guy. Hi, friend. Grapple point. Grapple points radiate when in range. Press 0 to attach. Press 0 to swing. X to release. Don't I want to go somewhere else? I guess there's only one. Ow. Ah, come on, I jumped away. Get out of here. Oh, I'm not doing well. Oh. Suck on that. Run away. What's this? What? Okay. Hey, he wasn't that big. This dude's still alive? Hey. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Ow. Nope. Ow. Oh, get out of here. Oh, my health. Oh. Hiya! Hit the buttons, hit the buttons! In the face! Oof. Guys, I'm not old enough to play this game either. Ledge vault. Jump towards the next ledge, like this. Oh, you press up. You press up, guys! There's nowhere for me to go here. Oh no! Ouch. Yeah. Oop, save state. Get more betterist. Goodies. We got the thing. We got the thing. What's over here? Oh, I can't, what? There's clearly something over there. Really? You're not gonna let me... There's very clearly a ledge right there. Well, apparently I can't go over there. What's this? It is a thing. Save state. Nothing over here? Okay. Oh, fixed camera angles. They the worst.
We can't defeat them all!
Why not? Was that guy on my team? No. Suck on that. Oh, there's still a lot. Oh, I thought I dodged. See you, man. Ladder? Wall climb. Use X to move along. Disco chasers. They're the best kind of chase in the world. What's over here? Nothing. What? Oh, it's more wall climbs. There's a ledge over here. The ghost of Sparta. Ooh. I'm gonna get you guys. Ow. Chris. So L right before they attack me. Ten out of 10. Wood poo again. Any goodies over here? Hell yeah, there's goodies over here. I got another eyeball. Bet you guys are jealous of my eyeballs. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I was actually gonna like make. I still think I may do that. For those of you who are familiar with where do I want to go with this? I guess over here. For those of you who are familiar with Psycho Stick, they made one of their albums. They had. Oh, I didn't get that guy. Suck on that, jerk. They made a song where it was like all the rest of their songs, but they put all the lyrics. They made all the lyrics the names of the people who like donated to make their album happen. And while I don't ask or want donations, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do the same thing. Can I grab onto this? Nope. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do the same thing, but have all the lyrics be the names of like my first 200 followers or something like that. Which, by the way, did you guys see we're up to 300 already? How the hell did that happen? Oh, what? Anyone else? Really? I pushed this all the way over there for nothing. Where am I going? It looks like I want to go over there. Yeah. I don't know, Lou. I can check. Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? Sparta, I do want to do that too. But I thought it'd be sort of a fun thing to also do one with like all the names of the first 200 followers. Okay, so it's not here. I guess it wants me to put it here? I don't really understand. Can I just push this over? No. It doesn't really get me any. Well, I'll put it there and see if I can jump off. Maybe that'll do something. Nope. It's really only this right here. Oh, come on. And now I can't get up there? Come on, video game. There you go. So, nothing going on down this way. Can't jump off there. Can't go here. Can't grab ledges. What the hell am I doing? Oh, yeah, man, the bagpipes. Oh, is there a circle thing over here? No, I don't see a circle thing. They make it seem like there should be a circle thing. This should not be a hard puzzle. Huh. Oh, you know what? I bet it has to go in that thing all the way back here. That I just ran right past because I was like, fuck that. This. Valentine? When is Valentine? Your hand. Whoa. That was crazy. Oh, these jerks. How was I not hitting him? He's talking about masturbation. It's silly because our society refuses to talk about anything with sex, and we're all like, ew, that's gross, don't talk about it. I think that's so strange. Slide. Whee! Well, that's cool. I don't understand how our society is so weird about sex. It's like none of us would exist if people didn't have sex. But then we're all like, no, don't talk about that. That's weird. That's gross. That's gross. Just talking about science,
Temple
dog.
of Thanatos, the god of death, a vestige of a long forgotten time, erected before the rule of the Olympians. This temple was not placed here by mortal hands. In its walls lay a passage to the domain of
Dun 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 dun. Wow wow. Death Gate. Okay. He who possesses the soul of Curtis. Oh, I need a skull. I wasn't even reading. Surprise. Let's save. Yeah, I'll overwrite the data. Kid me? Also do a save state. You know, just for fun. Just for funsies. Bam! Bad guy's gonna hop down. Yeah, the bad guys are gonna hop down. Oh. Ow. Oh. Oh. Ow. Whoa. Oh, he grabbed me. Wasn't even paying attention. I forgot to ask her, but I think she'll do it. What happened here? That's a dead body. Dead bodies everywhere. Puritan values? What do you mean? Suck on that. Oh. Still a dude back here? Yep. Shut up, Spiffbot. You don't know me. Is there something here? Or is that where that's where I came in? Permanently give it. Slide. Jump onto a slope surface, press thing to leave. Okay. Whee! That's for me. Oh, hi, oh. Oh! What? That thing looks big. Let's take a save state right here. Oh, he hit me. What? I evaded? Get out of here. Why is it not? Oh, I have to press both. Oh, you press both. Oh, get out of here. I think I'm getting better at this game. Oh no, roll the other way. Oh, don't roll into him. No, don't grab me. No. Oh, he grabbed me. Oh. Oh. How's he grab me in midair like that? I hit the button. That'll do it. Yeah, the classic answer to that, Lou, is you won't know until you talk to her. What is this? Where do I go? Over here? Ow! Ow. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say now being an adult, because I remember being a kid and being like, yeah, that's easy to say being an adult. You don't have to do this. You got a wife and stuff. But the less of a big deal you make of it, the better. I'm holding... Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Just talking to the person and, you know, getting a feel for if they're into you or not, and they're just flat out being like, hey, I like you, do you like me back? No. Okay, goodbye. Why am I not going down? Now I'm going down. Where am I going? I don't see any, like, health bars or anything. Oh, well then good. You know, just don't be weird and project onto her. I think that's probably a key bit of girl advice. Don't be weird. Yeah, she's a troll. Oh, look at that juggle. Oh. That was quite the juggle. There's nothing over here. Nothing over here. Uh-oh. 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 What's this? Okay. It's just a story, apparently. Save completed. And a save state.
In the distance stood the Temple of Poseidon.
Look at that Temple of Poseidon.
Erected by the Atlanteans to the greatness of their protector, the god of the seas.
The god of the seas. Uh-oh.
Know thyself,
Uh-oh.
and your path shall be revealed.
What's my pass? This seems like a dream or something. I think we just went into, like, my past. I bet that's me as a little kid up there.
Come, brave Spartans. The battle is done. Kratos, bring Deimos inside.
Kratos is me! They went away. Buttons, buttons, buttons.
Oh, I have missed you, Kratos.
What treachery is this? Another trick of the gods.
No, my son. It is me.
Oh my glurb.
Your father brought me here. I have waited so long.
So does anyone know what, like, the backstory of God of War is? Isn't he, like, half human, half god, and he's all pissed off, so he runs around killing stuff?
Your brother does not have much time.
My brother?
lives,
Oh my Clara.
trapped in torment, deep in death's domain.
But he's gone. You told me that he was...
I'm sorry. I had no choice but to lie.
Okay.
You must listen now. The temple of Ares in Sparta holds the secret that will lead to your brother. The road will not be easy, but you must help him. You must, Kratos. He needs you.
Why? Why would you do this?
Your father forbid me to tell you.
My father? Who is my father?
Oh, we don't know who it is. What? Uh-oh. Okay. That's a big... Uh-oh. Whoa. Chill out, dog. Ow. Whoa! Whoa! No grabbing me! Press X for... Yeah, I understand that. Where did I go? Oh, it was a cutscene. I hit X. Damn it! I'm gonna die here. There we go. How did that hit me? Ow. Ow. No. Oh, we're dead. Oh, I love video game logic. Opening pots. Ow, come on, man. How did that hit me? That's stupid. Oh, come on. Let's take a safe state here. That didn't hit me. That one did. Ow. Nah, I shouldn't go directly backwards. That's my own fault. Oh, that was my fault. No, don't grab me! No! What? Get out of here. Ugh. Man, I suck at this. Ugh. Oh no! Yeah, I get it, I get it. Alright, save here. Are you dead? Yeah. I didn't really think this game was going to be good for story, but it was one of the best games in the PSP. And honestly, for a PSP game, this looks pretty amazing, don't you guys think? Like, this looks like PS2 at least. But I guess the PSP was sort of like PS2-ish in a handheld. Demos needs you.
Mother.
What have I done?
With her last breath, she released the weight of her burden and finally found peace she had long sought. But for Kratos, the rage was almost palpable.
He's super pissed off.
Fate had once again pushed him to the brink of madness.
I think gods can kill each other. Oh, but I guess I'm not a god. I don't know. These games don't make much sense. Saved. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Let's get a move on. Whirr. Bad guys. What's that? Press to activate. Flashing bar indicates infinite magic. Okay, what does that mean? Whoa! Oh. 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 Alright. Any other bad guys? Okay. A regular day with troll scares? What do you mean? Like, you guys want to be able to scare me while I'm playing normal games? I thought we were going to look at adding, not scares, but like trolls to these games. So, like, you could flip the monitor, or have something pop up on screen that, like, blocks my vision. Stuff like that. Yeah, it used to only be Saturday through Sunday, and then we slowly kept making it bigger and bigger because it's fun, you know. So you want to use the scares during normal days? I don't know. I don't know if I'm into that. I think that would ruin the game a little bit. I think it's okay for scary games because there's not... Well, I don't want to say there's not a lot to them, but you know what I mean. They're sort of meant for that anyway. Power menu. Eye of Atlantis. You need increased damage, arc lightning. Let's upgrade our things. Yeah. Increased damage, Cyclone. I think what we're gonna do, Cheat Me, is we have a bunch of ideas that we're gonna try. Yeah, Last of Us might have been decent. There was enough sneakiness in that game that if you guys had played like alert noises, it could have gotten to me. But I think we're gonna start adding some like game non-specific trolls, like Flip. I don't know. I don't know if I like the. We can try it. I don't know if it's gonna work for normal games. What? Okay, I'm underwater now. This is a little like a what's it called? Not Last of Us. Shadow of the Colossus. Oop, I missed it. Whoa, that was a single kill? That's BS. Yeah, I feel like Flip wouldn't be good. I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. See, the problem is it really, really depends on the game. Cool.
Both of you push! We must relieve the pressure!
Yeah, we can think about some other stuff that might work for normal games entirely.
Help me, you fools!
But like the whole reason I started doing Twitch was because I wanted to play these like best of the best video games that I never did. And I feel like these games are, you know, they're good. I feel like they'd be ruined if it was like flipped the entire time or flicker and things like that. Some would work, but it's really game dependent. So it's something we're gonna have to think about a lot. How do I get up here? Can I get up there? Oh, I can.
I am the master of this mountain! Come, there's much work to be done!
Ceiling hang. What am I doing? Do I just drop? Oh, okay. spiders. Oh. Yeah. You're right though, Cheat Me. Last of Us. Can I not do anything? Oh, L. Last of Us definitely would have been a good game for it, because there were parts. But I think I would have even Last of Us. I think I would have restricted Last of Us to. I guess the tapping and things like that would be all right. But the sound scares definitely would have been good. Do I climb here? What's going on? Oh, I can do this. The sound scares definitely would have been effective. Like in those sneak aroundy parts. If you guys played a noise like one of the guys was like, "Over here!" I'd be like, "Shit! Guys, fire the missiles!" Yeah. Well, next time a scary game comes up in our normal playlist, maybe before we start the game, we can take a straw poll for what scares we want to implement. Oh. Oh. Suck on that, birds. Save state. Look at that fire. Being this close to lava, you would be pretty melted. Can I not open? Oh, you have to press. To pass. Yeah, I understand that. I don't know a way of blocking it. Or opening it? That's stupid. Save. Yeah, goodies. Alright, let's just jump off. Door needs a gear. I'll give you a gear. That looks like a monster right there. Oh, hi, friend.
You there! Stay away from that!
Okay.
You'll bring the fury of the mountain upon us all! I will not let you destroy my work!
Those dudes look alive. How much do you want to bet?
Stop! Lord Poseidon forbids it! You there! Stay away from that!
Wait, Left 4 Dead.
Stop!
Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's
I will
Green.
not let you destroy my work!
I don't understand what you're talking about, Chibi. I've played the original Left 4 Dead, but I played it on the PC.
It has been long since our kind waited for the one destined to free us. Gaia foretold of our salvation, ghost of Sparta.
I have not come here for you or your kind.
Do not be so naive, Kratos. Your path led you to me. You need my help.
I need nothing.
Is that a map?
You, Thera.
If you do not free me, then you will share my fate. You will die here with me. Free me. Free me and my power will be yours. Without it, we will both remain prisoners of our
Oh, okay.
torments.
I bet you could download it for the PC too these days, right?
Never escape this.
What am I doing? Okay, run away. Yep, those dudes are alive. I love the crap out of Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. That's definitely something I want to play with you guys, like viewer stuff. Press... Hold R to ignite your blades. Fire meter will drain over time. Generate. Okay. Whoa! Armor is invincible only. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oop. Is my fire thing not in... Oop. Oop. Why is it not... Ow. Ow. Ow, come on. Oh, that sucks. I'm dead. Yeah, well, it has a scary atmosphere, and there are parts of it that can be scary. No. Ow. Nope, wrong button. Oh, come on. Do the thing. Ow. No, duh. Terrible. Ah, so bad at this. Nope, run away. Damn it. Smashing buttons, smashing buttons. Yeah. I really want to. Once my wife gets... I've been holding off on buying new game systems. That's why I'm playing a lot of older games. I'm still on the fence between an Xbox and a PS4. I want the PS4 mainly because of that and the Silent Hill games that's going to be coming out for it. But then the Xbox has most of my friends on it, so I'm like, Are you going to come alive? No? Okay. It's 15 minutes long if like you follow a guide. I've seen people play it for hours. Their community screws created something 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 technology, crafting screws high temperatures, placing screws key in the hooks, putting European position. Okay. Really? Really? Can I do something here? Just mash it up? Oh, okay. Is that it? Is it just on fire now? What's going on? Oh, okay, I had to break it. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Thing. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, goodies. Oh man, guys, I almost have all my eyeballs. Where am I going now? Oh, I'm going here. I watched my friend play a bit of it, and I've watched other people play it too. It looks like a legit scary game. And I'm really when we first started this whole scary thing because I wanted to play Silent Hill 2. And then we did Silent Hill 3 and Silent Hill 1 and we just kept playing good scary games. That's sort of what spawned the whole thing. What was that? Press O, then press R. I did. I am holding it. Oh. That's stupid. Oh my god. Sparta, I think you were the only person around back then. Actually, no. None of you guys were around back then. That was the very first game I ever played. I think the only person who watched me play that was my believe it or not, my boss. Oh, we're gonna save here. What? No, no two. Oops. Ow. Ow. What? Stab him in the face! Yeah. Advanced Wars, I think, was the next game after that. That's when I started to get some more random people. Oh no, the next game after that was, what was it? Oh, it was Soul Calibur. And I only had a few people for that, too. Yeah, the first game was Pitfall. I only had, like, one person, and that was my boss. Then Soul Calibur, and I had a few friends that knew me in real life. I think the first like people I didn't know from the internet joined at Advanced Wars, which kind of goes to show you like it's more about the games you're playing. That's what people come for. Like you can name your stream title whatever you want. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did not want to do that. Did not want to do that. Nope, didn't want to do that either. That's a gross death noise. Where am I going? Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah, I started this back in, at like the... end of September? Oh, that's why we started. We did the scary stream because of Halloween. And that's when we got the whole idea to do the interactive thing. Oh no! Dang it. I thought I had to jump across. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Dead Space 2 is good. It's so mainstream. I liked this before it was cool to like it. RGBs came... Uh oh. Ow. RGBs came, I think around the Advance Wars. No. Advance... maybe it did. RGBs... I think they came around Advance Wars, because that's also when I started doing, the bass. Because Advance Wars had, like, a really funky music track that went along with it. I wonder if I can remember how it goes. Take a save state here. Metroid. That sounds familiar. I think Metroid maybe when I started doing it. Because I think I was too focused on, I think I was too focused on... Oh, Seidel? Is that a thing? Too focused on the game and playing bass with Advance Wars. Metroid Prime is... you're right, Rogue. I think that's when I started doing the... First it was a single LED, and all you could do is you could type in red, green, or blue, and it would change the color just for that one thing. Come on, man. Build back up. What, Metroid 1 through 5? I'm playing most of these games on emulator just because it makes capturing it easier. Like, this is actually being played on an emulator. That's why you can see, like, my buttons in it. And that's the other nice thing. I think I always liked streams where you could see the inputs that people were pressing, you know? I always thought that was fun. Uh-oh. I liked Metroid Prime a lot. Does he headbutt the wall after it gets too hot or something? What am I doing? Oh, it was a sneaky thing. Yeah, emulators are all... If you think what is going on behind the scenes with an emulator, that's really cool. Like, incredibly cool. So, nerd talk time. We're going to teach you guys a little bit about how computers work. So, I think I've explained this before, so stop me if you think this is boring, but basically how processors work are... The processor gets fed data, and the data is just in straight up binary, you know what I mean? Like, you can look at it. It doesn't matter whether you look at data in binary form, in hex form, in ASCII form. Like, for example, you can open up, you know, your favorite program, like notepad.exe. If you open it up in Notepad, you'll see it in ASCII form, and it's going to look like junk because it's not letters, it's data. Ooh, that hurts. Damn. So that's what goes on with your computer. Your computer's being fed data. So like off the top of my head, I know like E8 is a E8 is a call, E9 is a jump, 90 is a NOP, a no operation. Those are all assembly commands. They're little commands that your processor runs. So what an assembler or an emulator does, can I climb this? Yeah. What an emulator does is it takes all those thingies. Well, I'll press sleep pass again. Okay. It takes all those same opcodes, but those opcodes don't work on your processor. The opcodes, it's essentially like a little language set that your computer understands. So like 90 on your Intel or AMD PC or x86 won't work on like a DS, which uses ARM. So if you want to emulate the DS, oops, you need something that's going to... Oh, come on, I pressed the thingy. If you want to emulate something, you need something that's going to understand those... those opcodes and convert it to a similar instruction set. What happened? Okay. So I don't know off the top of my head, but like, let's say like, oops. Let's say like, you know, 30 in assembly is a no operation. Uh-oh. Where am I going? Whoa! So if you say like 30 is a no operation in ARM, then what the emulator does is it says, oh, okay, I see 30. Just kidding, I'm going to convert that to a 90 and then pass it along to the real processor so it can do what it wants with it. It's pretty darn cool. Uh-oh. What am I supposed to do about that? Can you go off to the side? Nope. Think of an emulator like a real-time language translator. Like, your computer talks French, and the PSP talks English. You have to have a dude in between them to be like, oh, he said that? Okay, you see this. So that's why they always run a little bit slower. Like, even though my computer is real fast, I can't run this on full settings. Even though the PSP is way slower than my computer. Because the emulator's got to translate in real time, which is real hard. It's super hard. Right.
The battle with Scylla had shaken the very foundation
Well,
of Poseidon's
codes are visuals, right? So like
Atlantis was
an EXE contains both code data and
that mattered
visual
to the
data, like
ghosts
textures
of
and pictures and videos and all that sort of stuff. Data is data, you know what I mean? You can rename an exe to a .txt and then open it in a text editor, and it doesn't make it text. It's still the same data. It's just it's not going to look like very good data. It's going to look like junk. And vice versa. If you take a Word document and rename it to .exe and try and run it, it's going to be like, I don't know what to do with this. These aren't the opcodes you're looking for. What's thinking? Shut up. Poseidon doesn't abandon anyone. Shut up. Yeah, so like how the visuals work in a video game. What am I doing? Drop down. Are so like imagine you've got your like if this whole thing is the program. Up here is your code. The code knows that the visuals, the textures and stuff are down here. So the code will be like, hey, I want to draw the skin on whatever the main character's name, Kratos? Grab his skin texture. And then the code will be like, all right, here it is right here. Let me just grab that and then throw it onto the screen. And it's like, blam! Got it, bro. Thanks a lot, buddy. What's this? Oop. That was not a bad guy. But I guess killing them gives me health. Side leap. Well, hold up. Something, something. Okay. Why are these guys such babies? Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, I'd be sad about that too. Oh. Oh, come on. How did he block an attack in the middle of that? Oh, I blocked that. Get out of here. Oh, suck on that, bitch. Oh, he was still alive. Oh, no. I need health. Sorry, buddy. I need health. Being a geek is awesome. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. Like, I plan on having kids at some point. I'm kind of jealous of the kids these days, the social climate. Like, it's way more socially acceptable. I mean, you guys probably know this better than me, because some of you guys are much younger than I am. I get the impression that it's way more socially acceptable today to be a geek and to be computer savvy than it was when I was younger. Because now, being a geek is, like, empowering. It means, like, you can make, like, an iPhone app that will make you money, and, you know, your friends will think are really cool or whatever. That's okay. Light. Suck on that. But maybe I'm misreading it, and maybe kids still get picked on for being nerds these days. Save. Oh! Oh! Ow! They all dead? I think they're all dead. And, well, that's a different distinction, too. Like, you can be a geek about, like, cultural stuff, like, like Star Wars and nerdy junk like that, but, like, I'm not a culture geek at all. I know very little about Star Wars or which cards are best in Magic the Gathering. Like, I've never played Magic the Gathering, really. I've never played D&D. I don't really like Lord of the Rings. I'm not a very good, like, social geek. But as far as being, like, super computer savvy, yeah, I'm real computer savvy, you know? I don't know if I'd even consider myself a huge gamer geek. No, I don't. Ow. Ow. I'm below 300? No, we lost people. We must have been a jerk to someone. Either that or Twitch's APIs are just weird. That sucks. Arcandy, are you gonna be, hold on. Kill those things. Phoenix feather. Alright. 141. Yeah, we still got a bit more streaming tonight. Oh, it's IT? Okay. Hey, sound. Stop being shitty. Oh, that looks like a big thing.
Athena! You lied to me! The gods lied to me!
Yeah.
My brother lives. He lives!
Don't let your rage blind you, Kratos. There is much you do not know.
So it's a statue that comes to life once in a while?
They will all try to stop you.
Ooh. Get off me, chair. Well, that's one way to do it. Can I break this anymore? Nope. This key requires a gate. Okay. Where am I going? You go up here? Nope. We got the thing. I guess that wasn't the key. Oh, okay. We just climb this. This way. No, can't do fast climb. And also, you can't climb that way. Yeah, such a Spartan. This is Kratos. Wait. Does that do anything? Why is that there? No. Doesn't do anything. What am I doing? Oh, this is a climbing wall. Those climbing walls are sneaky. Yeah. Don't want to go down, don't want to do it down, don't want to do it down, don't want to do it down.
Stay away
dogs. Let's go. Whee! Oh. Oh, come on. I'm pressing buttons. Oops, did not mean to do that. Suck on that. Oh, 142 hits. Oh. Oops, didn't mean to press that button. Do these guys go on forever? Oh. Oh, 25 seconds. Ow. Fucking dogs. Oh. Stupid dogs. Oh, come on. Am I just fighting these guys forever? No, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this forever. I think I'm supposed to be doing something else. Oh! Definitely not supposed to do that. Oh, come on, dog. No. Alright, I feel like this is going on for much longer than it should. I don't know. It didn't say, it just was like, oh, here's the thing. I can't jump up there. wonder if I'm supposed to destroy the wheels? Nope. Yeah, I was doing that. I was sending tons of them into the grinder. Oh! Get out of here. Oh, apparently they just don't die. You have to. They can only be thrown into the grinder. The thing never told me I had to grab them. I was knocking tons into the grinder. That definitely wasn't it, though. Anyway. What's this? What's this? Mmm. Goodies. Save states. Right, I was doing plenty of what I needed to do, just they wanted me to throw them. Because they like to throw puppies into meat grinders for some reason. Those jerks.
I'm trapped in here!
I'm not helping you. No. Wait, where'd all my other eyes go?
What are you doing? Leave that alone!
Apparently I'm gonna squish this guy. Squished. This game is very weird. You guys agree? Like I don't know. It's a lot different from pretty much everything I've ever played. Is this a key I need? I know it's a body. What am I supposed to do with this? Can I climb ladders with a body? No. Oh. What happened? Where did that move? Can't go over there. Can't go up there. What is it? Oh, that lifted up there. I see. How do I get up there? Ooh, I never played any of the Tomb Raiders either. So, how am I gonna get up there? Oh, it's timed, I see. Quick, quick! Quick, get! No! No! Oh, dang it. Oh, the game physics, come on, grab the thing. Come on, there you go. Yeah. Open those goodies. What's this? It's a statue. It's broken. Oops. Where am I going? I jump over this? Okay. Face away from the road. Leaf off in that direction. Do we want it? I guess we do want it. Nope. I guess we just leap off again. What is this? Suck on that. Uh-oh, two of them. Where'd it go? Dead? Yeah, I noticed. She turned me to stone. I was not into that. Yeah. Alright, well, this seems like a good place to stop. We're at about 2 hours right now. We just did a save, and I just did a save state. Alright, well, why don't we get back to what we used to do at the end of every stream and talk about stuff we can do. So, I'm going to kill this, and then we'll go to code mode. Let's see.